The following is an exclusive presentation of Optimum. We're your TV, phone, and internet company.
Going back, can't get it, it's off the bed. That ball hits the deep left center field. They will send him home. Deep left field, going back is Hughes, it's gone! Three-run homer for Jesse Del Cole. What a play by Cataldi. Going the right way, diving play. Scooped up at third, over to second for one, over to first, double play, game over. From the Mauritius Sports Complex in Mauritius, New York, Optimum presents Championship Travel Baseball. Today, it's the championship game of the USSSA 12U tournament between the Bronx Bombers and the New York Jays. Hello and welcome to Mauritius, New York. I'm Hal Sass, joined by Russ Blatt. Glad to have you with us for our coverage of Championship Travel Baseball. Well, Russ, this is the culmination of a two-day tournament. It only seems fitting that the top two teams are going to play for the championship.
Yeah, these are the best two teams that we had over the last couple of days, and it should be a great game here this afternoon.
All right, let's look at the two teams. First, we'll start off with the Bronx Bombers, obviously from the Bronx, and this is a team that puts up a lot of runs offensively. They've had an outstanding season, and let's take a look at the road to the top for this team. A team that really annihilated their opponents in the early going, defeating Smithtown and then Island Trees, and then had a bye in the first round. And then the game that they played earlier this morning against Long Island Mudcats, they trailed in that game 5-0 after a half inning, but the offense certainly woke up.
Yeah, this is the first time that they trailed in one of the games, but they came back with their offense, putting up 12 runs over the last few innings, defeating the Mudcats.
And when you think about this club and the Bronx Bombers, they've only lost 22 games this year. One of those losses actually came to their opponent in today's game, the New York Jays. This is a team out of Queens, and they've had a good season thus far. They'd love to cap it off today with a win as we take a look at their road to today's championship game. And this is a club that really works their way through pitching, defense, and speed as we see their road to the top, defeating the Mudcats 8-0 in Pool B. Had a bye in the first round, and then a nice win today earlier on these fields, 9-1 against the Bulldogs. And this is a team, though, as you mentioned, they want to get out. They have good starting pitching, but speed and defense is the key to this team.
Yeah, as you saw on the road to the championship, they only gave up one run so far in this tournament. And when they played these Bombers, they beat them 3-2 in June.
So it's the Jays and the Bombers for the 12U championship here in Mauritius. And we're back with first pitch, starting lineups, and much more right here on Optimum.
Global Recreation Network and USSSA on the 2013 Junior Golf Tour. The tour will be played on some of the best courses on Long Island and is open to both boys and girls between the ages of 9 and 18. Call today. Play the best. Play USSSA.
All Out Sports is where it's at for all your softball needs. We're affiliated with top manufacturers, so you can guarantee that what you buy is top of the line. Add alloutsportsonline.com to your favorites. Check us out for the best deals.
Today's game is being brought to you by Optimum. We're your TV, phone, and internet company. And we welcome you back to Mauritius, New York and the Mauritius Sports Complex. Hal Sass and Russ Blatt with the call of this championship game in this 12U tournament, two-day tournament here on the east end of Long Island. And the top two seeds, the Jays seeded number 2, taking on the Bronx Bombers, who came into the tournament seeded number 1. Temperatures in the mid-40s as the Jays have taken to the field. And there's a look at the starting pitcher, left-handed pitcher, Dimitri Papazoglou. Left-hander who got to watch him warm up a little bit before the game. What'd you see, Russ?
He looks like he's a couple-pitch pitcher. I saw him throwing different pitches. We had questions about his delivery, but he was throwing on flat ground, so we'll take a look and see how it looks on this temporary mound that we got out in the middle of the diamond.
And coming off that mound, he will face a very strong Bronx Bomber lineup that goes like this. Freddie Rojas leads things off at third base. Zach Semler at short hits second. Jonathan Fonseca on the mound today. He'll hit third. Mark Maestri in center field hits cleanup. Xavier Vargas, the first baseman, batting fifth. Extra hitter Angel De La Cruz hits sixth. Jose Acevedo, an extra hitter, bats seventh. Right fielder Matt Mikulski hitting number 8. George Duran, the left fielder, bats ninth. The catcher Fred Reichert hits 10th. Jordy Tiraburo, the second baseman, bats 11th. And Kenny Torres rounds out the Bronx Bombers lineup. He's an extra hitter, and he will bat 12th. So we are just about ready as players are on the field warming up, and a lot of different rules in this game, a little bit different from most games. The 12 and under division, they play 6 innings. They're allowed to lead and steal. Infield fly rule is in effect. And of course, there's a mercy rule here. If you're leading by 15 runs after 2 innings or 8 runs after 3 innings, the game is considered over due to the mercy rule. A couple of other little things about this game. The mound is 50 feet from the plate, unlike baseball's customary 60 feet 6 inches. And the base paths are 70 feet apart compared to 90 on the major league level. So we're ready to go. Freddie Rojas, the third baseman, leads things off for the Bronx Bombers. And looks at a first pitch called strike one. Rojas was the starting pitcher in their semifinal matchup against the Long Island Mudcats. Gave up 5 runs in the first inning before he was pulled. Mark Maestri came in, completed the game, and really was the star of that game in leading the Bombers to today's championship game, swinging through that pitch for a strike.
Yeah, so far we've seen Papazoglu throw a couple of different pitches. Came with a fastball and something off speed, which he threw that bounce in front of the plate. Rojas swung at the second one. He's down 0-2 here, and the leadoff batter for the championship game.
So the 0-2, lefty winds, a little chopper foul at first base. Take a look at the defense for the Jays. As we mentioned, Papazoglu on the mound. His catcher is Josh Abensets. Anthony Dingia at first, Kyle Backus at second, Justice Acosta at short, Matt Lektensky, the son of the coach, around at third. That pitch slap foul down the left side. That'll go out of play as well. As we see the left fielder on the play, Michael Batty, giving chase. He'll be in left, Luis Anastasis in center, and Michael Hassan patrols around in right.
So far, Rojas has gotten his bat on the ball, pulling one foul, slapping one foul. Let's see what he looks at in the fifth pitch. He'll step out and take a breather, make Papazoglu think about what he's going to throw here. Down up 0-2 to the batter, Rojas leading off.
Rojas choking up just about an inch or so off the bottom of the bat. Swings and misses at the off-speed break ring for the first out of the game.
Wow, that was a great changeup. Hadn't shown him yet to that first batter, and he shows it there. And Rojas almost came out of his shoes swinging at that first pitch. Swinging out the fifth pitch, excuse me.
Take a look at that strikeout by Papazoglu. So one away here in the first.
Get a good look.
And that'll bring up Semler, who was 1 for 3 in the semifinal game. Looks at a first pitch, breaking ball in tight. 1-0 the count. Dimensions at this complex, 300 feet all around from left to right. About a 10-foot high fence, so you've really got to bomb one to get it out of here.
Yeah, it'll be tough for one of these kids to do it, but with the name Bombers, you never know what's going to happen.
Swung on and missed that high fastball.
Well, the other thing with the 300-foot fence, you can see that the outfielder's probably playing about 200 feet away at the most. So a ball that gets in the gap, and if it rolls on this artificial turf, it's going to roll all the way to the wall, and then it's going to be definitely for triple, if not a home run.
Semler waves at that curve ball on the outside corner. Semler had a good game in the semifinal against the Mudcats in the field and at the plate as well. On the corner for strike 3, gets past the catcher. Abensets will throw to first for the out. So 2 away.
The pitch on the outside part of the plate, and another rule here in 12U baseball, similar to Major League Baseball, that if the third strike is not caught, the batter can try to advance to first base. But as you saw, Abensets took it and threw to first to Dinja, who is inside of the base, and there you see the pitch there, the strike. Taken off to first was Semler, who was thrown out.
So that'll bring up the pitcher in today's game, Jonathan Fonseca, who looks at ball 1 up high.
Fonseca earlier played shortstop for the Bombers in their semifinal game.
That ball hit on the ground and just goes foul. Abensets going out after it and grabbing it while it was in foul territory. So
yeah,
quickly 0-2.
That would have been a tough play. Fonseca is tall, and Abensets would have had to taken the ball and from where he was, thrown it over his head to try to get him at first base. So that might have been a good thing that it went foul for him.
So Papazoglu with the advantage in the count. Left-hander winds, hit on the ground, right back to the mound. And Papazoglu comes up with it, and over to first, score at 1-3, and it's a 1-2-3 inning as he's able to set down the Bronx Bombers here in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We've completed 1/2 inning of play. The Bronx Bombers nothing, and the New York Jays coming to bat.
Flyball 500 is the most accurate ball launching device ever. The Flyball 500 throws line drivers, grounders, and more with amazing accuracy. It's a great practice tool for parents and coaches. Search Flyball 500 on YouTube to see a demonstration.
Did you get a call from the coach about those kids who were caught drinking?
Not our guys. They know better.
Yeah, they know better.
Heads up, sport.
Real kids are curious about alcohol. 40% tried by the 8th grade. Talk early, talk often, get others involved.
Bethpage Car Wash guarantees a great wash every time. Serving Bethpage, Levittown, Farmingdale, Massapequa, Seaford, and Plainage. Bethpage Car Wash is open 7 days a week. We aim to serve all your car cleaning needs.
And we are back in Mauritius, New York at the Mauritius Sports Complex as we head to the bottom half of the first inning as the Bombers and Jays meet in the championship game, the top 2 seeds. And on the mound for the Bronx Bombers is number 31, Jonathan Fonseca. Played shortstop in the semifinal game, but he'll take to the hill for the Bombers. Tall right-handed pitcher.
You can see him warming up, throwing multiple pitches.
He does have a variety of pitchers as he's warming up to his catcher, Fred Reichert. As we take a look at the New York Jays batting order, and it goes like this. The shortstop, Justice Acosta, will lead off. Kyle Backus, the first baseman, hits second. Michael Hassan in right field hits third. The cleanup hitter, Michael Batty, the left fielder. Joshua Abentens, the catcher, bats fifth. Lucas Anastasis, the center fielder, hits sixth. Matt Lentensky, the third baseman, hits seventh. Dmitry Papazoglu, the pitcher, hitting eighth. Anthony Dinja, the first baseman, hits ninth. And Hirade Doshi will be the extra hitter and bat 10th. So a good first inning for the New York Jays as they retire the Bombers in order, 1-2-3, something that doesn't happen too often when the Bombers offense gets going. They really can put runs on the board, but they'll lead off with Justice Acosta. And right-handed batter takes a called strike one. 0-1 on Acosta, 13 years old, out of Little Neck, Queens. An 8th grader. Acosta waves at that breaking pitch that was outside. He's in the hole 0-2. Acosta, 5'3", 100 pounds. Attends middle school 67 in Little Neck.
Donning the shades here with the lights on in the Mauritius Complex.
0-2 pitch. Overthrowing that time is Fonseca, missing wide, 1-2.
Curious with Fonseca, he's wearing one sleeve, one not. Keeps playing with that sleeve, the open sleeve on the left arm. And he's showing also different arm angles as he throws. You can see here the full sleeve he has on his right throwing arm.
Again, overthrowing, not happy, now adjusting that sleeve again on the left sleeve.
I wonder if it's pushed up or they just tried to cut it off, but whatever it is, it's bothering him. Every pitch he's thrown, including warm-ups, he's played with that sleeve, and he's then coming from different arm angles as well as he pitches.
That pitch hit on the ground to second base. Should be an easy play for Toribio. And over to first to Vargas, one away.
Easy couple hopper over there to Toriablo. Makes the easy play to first. Gets Justice Acosta getting that first out. Getting it out of the way. And for the Bombers, as we saw in the last game, that's a pretty good thing.
So one man down here in the bottom half of the first inning, and that brings up Kyle Backus, 13-year-old from Floral Park, New York. 8th grader at Floral Park Memorial. First pitch by Fonseca missing wide. Does it look like Fonseca's overthrowing a bit in the early going?
I think he's pulling. When a pitcher releases the ball, he'll bring his arm through as opposed to releasing it over the head, over straight, I should say, releasing it through. And this way that the ball keeps getting pulled from his right to his left. As it seems here, every pitch seems to go to the opposite batter's box.
And as we've seen with the first two batters both being right-handed, the pitches are missing to the outside to Fonseca's left, which in turn means that he is indeed pulling those pitches to his left. That one on the outside corner.
Right, that one he came a little bit higher when he was released. He's almost like a three-quarter. He's throwing a three-quarter, and that one was a little bit higher up from his shoulder.
On the corner again. Backus not happy with the call. Backus hitting .348 this year, 1 home run, 33 runs batted in. Also a pitcher on this club, 3-1 this year with a .491 earned run average. Off-speed pitch, missing outside. First real curveball that we've seen by Fonseca.
Yeah, it looks like now he's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable on there, getting the ball right back, standing on the right side of the rubber.
And a ball 4, so Backus with a 1-out walk, heads down to first.
Not a bad at bat for Backus, getting 7 pitches out of the pitcher Fonseca, seeing the various different pitches that he can throw, getting to first base for his number 3 hitter, Michael Hassan.
So Hassan steps in. This is a kid who knows how to put the ball in play and get hits. He's hitting .567 this year. Squares around to bunt, then pulls back, throw down to first, not in time.
I think that was a ploy just to take a look at Fonseca for himself up close from 50 feet away, see how the ball comes in, see the release point.
Hassan, a 13-year-old who attends the Metropolitan Expeditionary School. That pitch missing again. Again, a snap throw down to first, not in time. I like this one. Favorite baseball memory. Hitting a grand slam to win District 26 championship for the Forest Hills Little League. That's a good memory.
That's a good memory.
I like that.
Anytime you can hit a home run to win a championship,
At
it's
a
even
granny?
better. Oh, yeah.
Runner takes a lead off first. That ball fouled up against the screen. 2-day tournament here in Mauritius. Teams have played a multitude of games over the last 24 hours. Both teams played earlier today to advance to today's championship game. Breaking ball misses outside. Bombers defeated the Long Island Mudcats 12-5.
And the Jays defeated the Island Trees Bulldogs 9-1.
So Backus takes his lead off first. Here it goes. Swung on and foul tipped into the glove. The throw down to second.
No, the ball went past him into the outfield. You couldn't see it from, you're actually blocked by the catcher. It was missed by the second baseman, Toribio. And he was safe at second on the stolen base.
So Backus down at second with one away. And, we spoke to the coaching staff, and they talked about this team. Defense, pitching, and speed. And they get a chance to run, they're going to run. Backus took advantage there. He's in scoring position with one away.
Yeah, and they said, in fact, that they're going to run as much as possible.
That pitch on the corner to Mike Batty, 13-year-old from Queens. Started playing baseball when he was 7. He's already with 6 years of experience behind him. Fastball up high, lets it go by. Coming into this championship, batting at .442, 3 home runs, 43 runs batted in. That ball chopped right back over the mound. Shortstop Semla comes in. The throw across in time for the out. Score it 6-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We've completed 1 in this championship game. No score between the Bombers and the Jays.
Pancho Villa's Restaurant. Where else can you get award-winning authentic Mexican cuisine and margaritas? Nowhere. Come down to Huntington Village to experience Mexican food at its finest. Call or click today.
some goodbyes are worth fighting for. Help the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation honor Marines by educating their children at mcsf.org.
Total Tax and Business Solutions of Long Island. Our experts specialize in tax preparation, mandated e-filing, notary services, sales tax, payroll, bookkeeping, and much more. We're your one-stop tax service.
Welcome back to Mauritius, and want to remind you today's game is being brought to you by Optimum, we're your TV, phone, and internet company. Certainly glad to be with you for this championship game. 12U Championship, part of this U-Triple-SA sponsored tournament. And Russ, you know, it's been really a great weekend of baseball. If you come out here pretty much for the last 48 hours, if you came to this facility, there was something going on the last 24, especially with this tournament. Really been a great weekend.
Yeah, the weather's been great. It's you know, it's late November. You would think that it would be too cold to play. Not for these kids. You think that it might be cloudy. Not for these kids. The sun's been shining. The weather's been fantastic. And Eastern Long Island is very a nice place to be right now. Maybe not a couple of weeks ago, as we both know. But right now it's a great place to be, and we're enjoying this. And this championship game for U-Triple-SA 12U is a fantastic weekend.
So we head to the second. Mark Maestri leads things off, and it was Maestri on the hill in relief of Freddie Rojas in the semifinal game, and 11 strikeouts.
Yeah, he came in and actually stopped the bleeding. The Mudcats had put 5 runs up on the top of the first against the Bombers. The first 5, basically, the 5 runs that they gave up was more than they gave up all of yesterday. And he came in, Maestri, and stopped the bleeding in the first inning and kept the Mudcats from scoring the rest of the day.
Speaking to the coaching staff of the Jays, Papanzoglu, the #1 pitcher for the Jays. So they've got their ace on the mound as that ball is lifted into right field, and it'll drop in for a base hit. Leadoff single for Maestri, so he's at first with nobody down for Xavier Vargas, the first baseman.
Looked like that pitch was a little bit low. He reached down and basically got the bat head down, slapped the ball towards right field in front of Hazan, and you get the first base runner for.
Really
you can see
really
right
had to
there.
Go down and get that, and was able to hit the barrel of the bat on the ball. Really placed the bat down low, leads things off here with a single, and takes his lead off first. Being held on by Vargas. Little grounded to shoot to second, bobbled, and no play as Kyle Backus cannot come up with it. So on E4, defense, one of the strengths of this club, fails them on that ground ball, and runners at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, when Backus went in to field the ball, Maestri ran right in front of him, and when he went to get the ball, I'm not sure if he knew where he wanted to go. I don't know if he thought of maybe tossing backhand towards second to get the force. And either way, took his eye off the ball. First and second, no one out for the Bombers, and Angel De La Cruz coming to bat, one of the extra hitters.
So big opportunity here for the Bombers. Papanzoglu. Up the middle. Can they keep it in the infield? They cannot. Goes through. Rounding third on his way home is Maestri. The throw to the plate, not in time. Now to the throw to third, and sliding in safely is Vargas. An RBI single for Jose Acevedo.
Yeah, that ball got past Papanzoglu and Backus all the way out to Anastasius, and the outfielder threw home, missing the cutoff man. And missing the cutoff man allowed Vargas to get to third base. There you can see the base hit going up the middle, and well, you don't see here the throw being missing the cutoff man right there, getting to the catcher, Abensetz.
So the Bombers get the first run of the game. Pickoff attempt to first, diving back in, Acevedo. So runners at the corners with nobody in, nobody out rather, 1 run in here in the top half of the second inning. You always want to get that early lead in a game like this. Only 6 innings. That pitch in tight.
And you also have, as you said before, the Jays' #1 pitcher on the mound. So you